I mean, I don't mind them having like the Molotovs and stuff. That shit's kind of fun as well. You, no, you, maybe. Yeah, I need to get you a weapon too. We'll give you a machine pistol. And everybody's starting to mine steel, which is good. And we should have a lot of steel at the moment because you guys have also spawned in a lot. And we have new lovers. Hold on, where am I up to? I'm up to Lenza Tribal. Alright. Shelly's also in an insulting spree. So Q and Nuke Dragon have started dating because they're joking about architects. And Nuke Dragon was attracted as now Q's lover. Well, at least Nuke Dragon's in a relationship with a couple of people. It's still no Nuke Dragon on Nuke Dragon, but it's fine. And we got 2 psychic suits for the males. So the guys are like very chill and all the ladies are basically like stressed the fuck out. We were up to someone along here. I think it was that one, maybe. Shithacker's in at Days. That's also another thing too, isn't it? Well, everybody's upset trying to find somebody that's capable of going up and picking something up at this time. There's a poll up. Alright. Well, there's something to vote on at the moment. How you doing, Andre? I am trying to get people to, if they can walk, if they've got no weapon, to go and get a weapon. There's a lot of lenses that are reserving guns, but they're not actually going and getting said guns. My guess is that they're asleep, and therefore they don't want to go and get it. But we'll see. Pretty much, if I can get most of the colonists to have a weapon on them, no matter what the weapon is, they will go and they'll put armor on themselves, right? So I don't have to tell them to physically do that, which is fantastic, right? So most people have got some armor. We are bringing in more armor from outside from that gigantic pile, which is fantastic. And I'm trying to equip a whole bunch of other people. There's a lot of pacifists. There is actually quite a lot of pacifists in this colony. And Dustfloat, like Phoenix Fox, is still alive. If you can fucking believe it. It's wild. Did for Psychic Sues, does the Kappa 2 active? So some things have limits and some things sometimes just fail. So like I've got pinned in chat that spawning over 50 of anything could potentially take your silver and not spawn. But some people are able to spawn like 1,000 steel and it's not a problem. But sometimes it just has a moment where it breaks. And sometimes like, I don't know. Like some of these things it's easier. If it's an event, I think it's easier if you just try to spawn one of it and just wait for the cooldown and do it again, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not too sure because unfortunately I don't do these too often. We've got some Glitter World medicine. I don't use RimWorld often enough to know like what it's doing. Q's in a relationship with Port Paper, nice. Yeah. Sometimes when I know that there's like another streamer that's using Rimconnect, I'll sometimes like ask if I can, but I haven't seen too many things like break or not work. We're getting a lot of relationships, which is neat. I guess they're kind of semi-calm. Also, what is being destroyed? Oh, Shelly's destroying a room. Alright. You know, the good thing, though, is I kind of did make the right amount of beds to begin with. There's still some that are empty. I'm kind of chuffed with that. We got Penoxicillin. Nice. We will... I don't know where I was up to, colonist-wise, but I'll keep going. I'll try to get everybody getting a weapon. I'm worried about the silver. I was just curious to see what Rimconnect limits are. I'm not sure. Like I've seen a couple of people do like massive spawns of like animals or colonists or raids or like stuff, and then on the flip side I've seen it break on like a quantity of 10 of something, so it's kind of a little finicky. At the moment, because the rate of silver is so high, unless you're purchasing something stupidly expensive, it's not that big of a concern because you'll get your silver back in like a few minutes, you know. It's not a big problem. But yeah. I honestly think that if I didn't have it as high as I do, I don't know if we'd be still here, because I kind of feel like they would have squashed themselves at this point. Bless has already got dibs on that. We are bringing all the steel inside, and we seem to have power outage again. And I might give you a breach axe. I don't think we have a solar flare or anything like that. I know a muffalo calf, like, self-tamed, but there's not much I can do about that. Let me give you a thrumbo horn. And I am trying to make sure that we have, like, a substantial amount of variations in guns, if I can. So some people have got the assault rifles, some people have got the miniguns, some people have got machining pistols. Some people have the charge rifles, a couple of people have breach axes. A good handful of people have doomsday rocket launchers, whatever the fuck else guns we've got in here. We've got charge rifles. I think I've allocated all the thrumbo horns. I'm pretty sure I've allocated all the thrumbo horns, which is fine. I still have a few breach axes around the joint. Even if somebody can use, like, if they would prefer to have a melee weapon, they're getting a gun. For the most part, if I can. Where the hell am I up to in this group? I can't see my dots on it. I've lost track of where I am. It's fine. I'm either at one end or the other of this colony, and I do think a lot of people have got guns. So those muffalo calves will slaughter that. What was that? We got random apparel. Clothing, armor. Oh yeah, we got some armor. What is that? A tornado generator. Well, as long as the individual that takes it does not leave or run wild, we should be fine. And same with the insanity thingy. We had one of those, I never got to use it. Would have been great if I had it, but the person went insane and decided to leave, so that happened. Alright, Nuke Dragon's having a sad wander, Port Vapor's having a sad wander. Got 2 psychic soothes on the men, and I'm trying to get them to mine some stuff. We have plenty of metal. I forgot to cancel out this when I did that anyway. I should be able to move this over. If I move it that way, we can still mine it. What is this? This is gold 2. I could make a second one of that, but I don't really want to increase this too much. There is, of course, a solar flare. I feel like I don't think we're allowed to have electricity for very long, honestly. Alright, I don't know. I've got to connect this up at both ends, by the way, to that. So I'll probably... I don't know quite how I'm going to do this. I could take this off from the center. I may have to rebuild these. I could connect it up to one or the other, and therefore, like, I mean, it's like this. I could do that. That looks hilarious. Or I could do it on the... I kind of feel like inside's a little bit better, because then they can walk around it. I don't know where the spacing for this side is. I don't know if that's even. I'll get rid of these. I know we made them, but I'm not going to be able to attach them without sectioning off an area in here. And these don't have power because solar flare, which is fine. Alright, somebody's got unhappy nudity, must be changing outfits. I keep finding batteries. I don't know if somebody keeps spawning batteries and I'm just not noticing, or if we just keep finding fucking batteries somewhere. Because, like, I'm sort of mildly impressed. Honestly, I keep finding shit in my inventory, and I kind of expect shit to attack us because we have no power. But we have a whole bunch of incendiary launchers. Because they have no power right now, none of these are useful, which is, you know, one of those things, but they want to bring these inside. So yeah, best case scenario is the power outage that we've got at the moment is going to bring all of the armor inside. And once it's inside, most of them should want to wear it. So Mind you, a lot of them are looking real salty. So I gotta find... I have another Soothe Pulsar. I need you guys to hit that off. I don't know if they're stacking. Colonist died, awful barracks, in pain, recreation. We got strange feeling as a 26. And Lens is having an insulting spree. Alright, so all the gear's being brought in, which is great, and some people are changing into it. The only problem is I once again have a shit ton of old clothing. So I really want them to, when we don't have corpses, I want them to burn. I know one is set to tainted apparel. I want you to do this forever. I don't want clean apparel, and I don't want headgear, utility. I don't want none of that. I want tainted apparel, any quality, all this shit. That's fine. I do have to check that I set that to forever. I do want it to burn apparel because I'm not going to be going out and doing more trading in like the next day. So what I want is I don't want anything. I want Mystic, clean or tainted to... I don't know. Let's just leave it as any quality, but as long as it's less than 60%, we'll burn it. We'll see what happens with that. Either I've fucked up which way that goes, or I have not, and it's majestic and amazing. I don't know. Let's set you to do the same. Because like I did this once before, and I did it wrong, and then we ended up with only like shit clothing once, and it was funny in a like a really bad way. But this now, if we don't have any corpses, which I don't believe we have one couple more what are these things, Megasofts to cremate, and then once they're cremated we should have the availability to get rid of like the shitty apparel, so that should help. I also want them to, while they have a chance to do so, go and cut down the trees. And something just went kaboom. Hold on. Why did it go kaboom? What happened over here? Lenza... Okay, so basically a rhinoceros situation happened, and I'm guessing somebody used that or stood on this. Since there's two people standing on here, I'd say that's what happened. I kind of like briefly was scrolling past, so I sort of missed it. What do you have on you? Sorry. No. They only had basic armor. That's not too bad. Yeah. As long as they don't, like, die with something super useful on them. My guess is they got attacked by the rhino. And they went to fire whatever the gun was. And then, I don't know. Oh, you're filling in the hole. I thought she was eating him. Anyway, I guess they're just digging. Shredded wound, Shithaka to die. Okay. My guess is just... However that detonated. I'm not quite sure. Food binge, Q, nuke dragon. That was compact machinery. I was just thinking, I'm like, there better not be another fucking thing going off. Either way, I'm not sure where I put... Oh, that's right. I put the last warhead there. I was going to say, I was a little bit worried for a second that I installed one of the warheads, like, somewhere else. All that's left unburied. We are trying. To get them cremated. So, yeah. This is a little bit better. They're finally having a bit of recreational time. They're chilling the fuck out. They probably are upset the colonists have died. Yeah, they're upset about that. They're upset about their barracks. The only way I could make the barracks nicer is if I was to maybe give them floors, which I could do. We have fixed up who does medical stuff as well. And I do have... I do kind of have time between the different tasks, so might as well. I'd love to... I'd love to give them like something nice in here. I wanted to do carpet originally, and then I promptly sold all of the cloth earlier tonight. So we'll see how we go. Colonists left unburied, that's fine. Honestly, once it's winter, which is really, really soon, they should all calm down. I noticed that if they have hypothermia, I know, pun intended, they'd chill. right? They chill the fuck out. But as soon as we get a heat wave, as soon as it goes to summer, it gets really, really bad. Like, you might even say they get hot-headed. Sorry, I'll leave. It's fine. Anyway, I think they should maybe like these rooms more. Hold on, somebody's birthday's happening. Lenza, oh my god, Lenza has fucking asthma, so that's happening. I also don't think I ever did the floor in the center here, which I could do sterile tile, but I don't really want to waste the steel. Could do marble, we could do limestone. Limestone would be super bright, be a little bit more striking. And they won't love it as much, but this is mostly just honestly a storage room, battery room kind of thing. I don't want these bits outside, and I'm pretty sure we have got limestone for floors, so limestone and marble. Like, I don't want to use like a shit ton, because either that soothes or hundreds of raccoons. Terrible. Honestly, the hundreds of raccoons aren't really a problem. I have 47,000 kibbles, so it's not like they're not going to be fed. And I still have like a shit ton of food for the colonists. The problem is every time they have like a mental break, they stop like doing stuff. They stop cooking and all the other stuff, which I realize I can up their cooking. So they should have construction. They should have other things they want to do. And I wanted to make this other room a different color if I could. Do what we have the most of. We have sandstone. All right, hold on. Let's bring this in here then. And I'll have to fix up that light. I didn't realize I was outside by like that much, but that's okay. Get rid of that. And there is a tiny timber wolf there. I'm like, if only Viking could see how tiny the little like wolf puppies are, it'd be so great. So, get all that done. Alright, so that should make the rooms a little bit less flammable. I do have floors on those. I do have floors in the hospital / work areas. This will make the rooms just a tiny bit better. The only way that I could make it better than that would be to essentially just, I don't know, throw fucking gold in their room, I guess. Which, I mean, it could do. I could essentially put a gold floor tile underneath where those psychic emanators are. But I also really don't want to have to pop open the wall again if I don't have to, you know? So, we'll see. But, let's see. What was I going to check? Oh, I was going to check the radius of the fucking emanators. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's doing alright. And that one too. Hey Jojo. Where the fuck you been? What are you screaming about, RimWorld? Yeah, we got some good coverage here, honestly. I think at least when they're working in this area, they're okay. When they're outside of it, they've got beef with a lot of it, so it's fine. But I'm also going to try to get these lights separated out if I can a little bit. What you been up to, Jojo? Use white. How far is this? It's 61, so we want it to be a 30. Realistically, I could divide that again and we could have it be a little bit closer because I want to copy these wherever the fuck that dot was. It's like there. There we go. All right, we are actually missing a electrical connection up here. This would be why they've got an issue with that. How many pawns? It's all right. They're like probably 160 odd. For anybody that's new in, doesn't know, I'm doing a special event week, trying to get from one colonist to off-world in the space of a week, and I'm using Rimconnect mod for everybody to be able to spawn in shit to the colony. So this is not my normal colony, but yeah, if you want to earn silver and like spawn shit in, there's spawn colonists and stuff, you would have to lurk on Twitch to be able to do it because it's a Twitch-only extension. But yeah, it's a special event that my community unlocked back in February. And we did an event of this in February, except that like when we were finishing it, in the last few minutes of stream, the bonus week got like redeemed. So yeah, we're doing that now, like in April and shit. So yeah, a bit further along, but it's fine. But yeah, my regular RimWorld colony is usually my Asura colony. I don't have any up-to-date photographs of them or screenshots of them at the moment, but this was the last location we were at. That's my colony I play on Tuesdays, and it's a core game, no DLCs, and yeah, 302 colonists, and it's been existing for 3 years, so it's been a while. But yeah, I also don't usually play on commitment mode, and I'm playing on a different difficulty than I'm used to in this event. So yeah, it is a little bit of insanity at the moment. So had a couple of near full colony wipes, and yeah, somehow we're still there. Mostly I think because of the silver increase and everybody respawning. God, these two colors are too similar for me to see in the grass. Okay, it's there. Yeah, so basically tomorrow is the last day to try to get everything built and off-world. But I am also having a lot of people do tantrums and stuff, so mostly everybody is keeping them alive with like psychic Sues at the moment, and I'm trying to get them to, well, they are doing a bit of cleanup and stuff like that. We are starting to build a ship of description over here. And this is only the second ship I've ever built. The last one looked like a circuit board, it was great. And this one I'm going for long. Long is the description, and whatever fits on it will do. I don't think I'll fit all the colonists. Whoever is alive at the end of it, if there's anyone alive, I'll throw them into the pods, and whatever named animals we have as well, they'll get in there as well. So yeah, I do want to change the color of all these floodlights, which is kind of also why I'm trying to build some more, because I'm trying to settle on a color for outside. Last time we did purple. We had orange before, which was this, but everybody's saying that it like looked a bit weird, which I thought it kind of like set off the green really nicely at sometimes, but I see how it's like shit. But I know that we did like basically had this color last time, so we're not doing that again. Can't have green. The vibrant pink is like almost difficult to see almost anything, and the piss yellow is a bit questionable. So, and we'll go to like red when we're ready to do the fight. So just chuck it back on green for the moment. It's very, very green. We had it as like blue before, but the funniest thing is this is not washed out by the color. So this is like whatever the color of this place is. It's quite funny. Medical treatment needed on Blessed. What's wrong with Blessed? You got lung rot again in both your lungs this time. Mate, I'm not even sure how you're getting your lung rot, and Q's having a heart attack again. Lenza, maybe rescue her. Alright. Well, while they do that, how are you guys going? You're about halfway to the quest. Well, not quest, we're trying to make friends, so I'm gonna give them like a shit ton of stuff and hope for the best. And let's go around and try to get everybody their weapons again. So if you don't have one and you can stand up, then you'll go get one. And there's medical emergency that is probably cute, so should be fine. Lens is out here. I've got to fix up a couple of light bulbs around this place, but this is fine. I don't know what Viking's doing with that pair of pants, but Lens is an insulting spree, so I guess all things considered. And I'm putting down some floorings and shit because they are bitching about the bedrooms. Honestly, I tried to keep the bedrooms way more compact this time so that they actually, you know, have more space to do other shit. But then I realized I'm like, I really should have put the spaceship in the dead center of this area instead of off to our side. But I never see anything attacking us on this back wall, so who knows? Maybe I'll get humbled on the last day and we'll lose our fucking spaceship or something. I don't know. Could you imagine? Oh my god, could you imagine if if we go through all the raids and then part of the spaceship gets destroyed, so then it can't complete its thing, right? And then we have to start it again, or try to at least start it again to actually get off-world. I don't think we'd have enough colonists at that point. Lenza hit a trap, bless. Let's see. Fixated rage, picking out, total mental breakdown, insulting spree. Alright, everybody's getting a little bit testy again, and I'm guessing it's surprisingly not the temperature. Okay. But they are breaking the lights again. I don't want to do that. I want to grab the color. Throw that back in there. Somebody is breaking a room again. It's alright. As long as it's a bedroom, I don't care. Because the beds, you guys made a masterworks, right? So what they want to do is they want to try to break the beds because it is something that's incredibly valuable. They're actually breaking the beds more than they are breaking the hospital beds, even though the hospital beds are masterworks. Also, if they all go berserk, we're gonna start having like serious like fights and shit in here. So I don't think I have any more psychic soothe poppers. So it's gonna be a see how they go scenario, honestly. And I need to cancel the individual tiles in this center bit. If I have to open them again, I will maybe make them like silver or gold or something like that. Psychic soothe, thank you. The females have got the psychic soothe this time, which is probably good. And Dust has decided to go slaughterer. You don't want to be doing that, mate. That's how you lose your medical privileges. And they're on a psychic tea addiction, which I do think is a remnant of what Andre did to us yesterday. They spawned in like a shit ton of like psychic tea, and everybody's addicted to it all of a sudden. I don't think you guys are fighting the right thing. I need you guys to go back and fight Dustfloat, preferably without weapons, so that we can down them before they kill an animal. They manage to succeed in killing an animal, they get no medical privileges. Alright, so there was something I was going to do over here. And what was that? I want to help you this time out, removed all addictions. Unfortunately, it doesn't fully clear them though. It kind of like wipes some part of it. I don't know, Keelan, are you here to like level that playing field? Are you here to like change if I'm winning? I feel like, okay, there's a meme I almost posted when I took my like food break and shit, right? I was almost gonna post this like picture of like this bird that's like, listen here, you little shit, kind of thing. Because every time you come in, every single time you come in, everybody gets dead. And this is, I'm here to win for once. Are you? I do hope you are. I strongly do hope that you're here to help. I'm trying to find a color that's like not heinous. It also isn't, well, that's okay. As long as it's not too hard on the eyes. Orange was okay, but it just made everything look weird. I wanted to keep with like red being like, you know, when we eventually go to fight. But yeah, we could kind of use like some psychic soothes would be amazing. We've spawned in a lot of armor, which I do think that they've taken inside. By the look of the amount of clothing that's on the shelves, I would say they've put a lot of it on. So if I had a look at people's gears, we've got flak pants, flak vests, basic helmets. By the look of it, not everybody has a helmet. That sounds like a high psychic drone, Keelan. It doesn't sound like that's for winning. You're here to win, but you're here to kill us, and a solar flare. Holy crap. You know what? Next time I have a break, like when I finish for the night, I'm posting that "listen here, you little shit" meme. You can have a look at what I'm like honestly expressing every time you're in here. It's like, are you winning? It's like, yeah, no, hold on. And there's a siege. Of course there's a siege. Okay, well, I guess we have no turrets this time, which is why you took them offline. I don't know if... do you guys know if mortars work during a power outage? Because I don't know if they do. But I do have some fun shit I might be able to play with. They should work. Nice. Bless is in a daze as well. I'm guessing that they're going to destroy stuff out here. I'm not sure where they're friggin' going to. I do have a whole bunch of warhead things out here. There's mechanoids. Okay, so they're just gonna hang around over there. Okay. So, the thing about that is... I think we have enough... What was that? Friendlies. Thank you, Bless. I will have to give them tribute too. Hopefully they will actually help us. Because if I get down to 0, which that didn't seem to affect that, thankfully, but it will matter when we attack them. So what I might do is I might try to get you guys... I have allies here too? Yeah, okay. Okay, somebody's having a wake-up binge. I need you guys... Oh, they have stuff I want. Hot vapors,